Okay, so this is a castle owned by an old friend, the cousin of the owner of the realm. Very old build. He's never finished it, as you can see. It's cool, but he never finished it. So there's not really any point in us looking around it. Let's go up to this one. I'll show it from a distance though. This is my rendition of the Jade Chamber from Genshin Impact. Yeah. I swapped the trees out to cherry blossoms because they look better. Yeah. Looks sick. Haven't done the interior yet. That is the next thing that needs to be done. So far there's just a chest room down here. I am going to work on one. But yeah, I do have an interior design for it. I just haven't done it yet. Might as well go to here next, since it's the only last thing really over here. This is mob farm, mostly designed for creepers. Iron farm, and then just a place for sugar cane to grow while I'm waiting for gunpowder. Because normally I need both. So, and then you can see it's fairly efficient. That's just from me getting, I think, a shulker worth of gunpowder just sitting there for a couple hours. It's not too bad. I just leave it on overnight, come back and it's full. This one was done, I can't remember even who did this. It was meant to be the lighthouse from GTA, but it just ended up being a lighthouse. It's not really just anything special. Then here we have the train station. That's alright. This is we're in like the area where all the old builds are, so obviously that's new, and the castle's kind of newish. But like, yeah, all the builds around here are either going to be tutorials or kind of naff, except for that one up there. There's the train here. Which I think looks alright. We built this a while ago, but this I think was the tutorial. I can't remember though. Looks alright. This is my house. It also has a stretch down there. I don't remember where that goes. This is my house. Looks alright. It's my first house I ever built in this realm anyway. Let's say it looks alright. Like fairly decent interior. Decent functionality. That. It's good for trying to find like mending books because I can try it at different like stages. Yeah, it looks pretty alright. That is the first Ender Dragon head. You're going to see a lot of those. Let's go around here. We have the Adventure Time treehouse, because why not? No point in me showing the interior because it's fairly lackluster. We have the Mystery Shack. This is the realm owner's like first house that we built. We always build it every time we make a new realm or a new world. Sugarcane farm doesn't really work well. This same machine that was in my thing that I built for him. And then this is meant to be a XP farm, but it never really worked. Then we loop around here. So the entire thing is interioured. The gift shop's pretty funny. I'm not going to read these because I don't want the video to be taken down, but you can just read them yourself. Dinnerbone, moose. My mate thought that was funny. I didn't find it funny, but hey ho. I never found this funny, but this is here, the coffin dance, because why not? My mate found it funny. And then there's foxybingo.com. Let's say this whole shack, while all the rooms are in the wrong places, it is accurate to the show. Like, every room is built. So yeah, there's not much else to look in here. Before we come out of this area, I might as well show you the garage. Because we have Tony Stark's garage down here, under my house, because why not, looking out into the water. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, let's carry on up. Go to this one next. This was the second building to ever be built in the realm that we then sold to someone, and they ruined it by turning it all into white concrete because it was a wooden house, and then we kicked them from the realm due to a altercation, so it's now condemned, and their name is crossed out on the roof. It's obviously not owned by them anymore. It's a cool house, and I like some of the stuff they did. Like, this is an actual working garage door, and there was some cool stuff that they did. They got a full farm back here. They got a full villager trading post back here. That was a breeding machine, but it doesn't work anymore. Wool machine. But the minecart's got stuck, and that doesn't work anymore either. But like, it's just because redstone's broken over the years. Yeah, like, it was a cool house, and he ruined it. So this is my mate's house. So yep. Full underground house. Fully kitted out. Where did you get this marble from? Don't remember when he got that. But yeah. And then he's got a whole cave going back all the way down the hill. Might as well carry on up. And I think there is one more building in this section other than the water tower, which is this one here. There is a nuclear silo over there, actually. I'll show these two. So this is the castle from Dan TDM's Minecraft series. My mate decided to build, the realm owner decided to build it. It's almost completely accurate. There's some rooms we changed. For example, this used to be an armor stand swapper where it'd like shoot the armor up, and then it'd land down. But we turned that into a chimney because we wanted to take the floor out so you could see the ocean underneath. And then really nice kitchen. I learned how to do these hobs years ago. They look really cool. I don't like them with those trapdoors on the front there. Then this house down here is owned by the same guy who owns that castle over there. Yet again, he never finished it. If I remember correctly, he finished the actual building itself, and then me and the realm owner had to interior it. And then he put Soviet flags everywhere because my mate's fucking, I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, looks alright. It's not too bad. And then his fishing tackle shop is over there that he never runs. So yeah, this is the first Life is Strange build in the long list of them that are here. This is the barn from Life is Strange. This was completely designed by me. It drove me fucking insane. But yeah, with the hole underneath of it equipped as well. And then I need to use it for something, so mega sheep farm. And really old map of the realm that we haven't updated in years. And I don't want to update it because it shows like bits of land that we've not worked on in ages. This is bugged though because it's like filled a radius around the barn for some reason. You can see this build is like cut off halfway. Back when we got to this point, that build wasn't even done. None of these trees were planted. And like the Millennium Falcon wasn't done. Most of the bottom of this city wasn't done, so I don't get why it did that. But yeah, so that's this project. I think that is all of this sector. Bar maybe one building. So to explain what I mean by sector, each section of the map has its own name. So this one is Gravity Falls, because me and my mate are massive fans of Gravity Falls. So with me being on the clock tower from Gravity Falls, saying that it's cool. This is Millennium Falcon. It is just going around to the back of it. Fully interioured. The exterior was a tutorial. The interior was designed by me and the realm owner using images of the interior of what the interior of the Millennium Falcon should in theory look like. So bit actually coming through to the cockpit. The lounge area. The whole thing is built. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I don't know how accurate everything in there is. I just followed what images my mate gave me. This is the first project that was ever built. It used to be surrounded by oak trees, but I got rid of them recently because I'm gonna fill the spruce trees all the way out to here to extend Gravity Halls a bit. So yeah, first build to ever be built. This wasn't here when we first built it, but that's because it got sold off to someone and they turned it into a mining building. But yeah. This up here is, and technically as well as that, those towers over there, is the castle that the Queen died in. My mate is extremely patriotic and decided it was a good idea to build this. It looks really good. Like, this is completely designed by him. He didn't use a tutorial or anything. And this interior that we put in it looks really good too, especially with the new vibrant visuals, the new update. It looks amazing in here. Yeah, I'm really impressed with how this one came out. This over here, we did originally have the rest of that castle built, but we took it down to build Hogwarts, and then realised we didn't have enough room to build Hogwarts here. So this is Hogwarts. Well, this is that building. So that's what it says. This castle was built on September 8th. 2022, on the day that Her Majesty the Queen II died. May she long rest in peace. Long live the King. Long live the Queen. I'm the opposite of patriotic, so I never really cared. I didn't work on this project. But yeah, so this is here. And you can see what I was talking about before for one of the people that I'm going to send this to. The glass, like standard glass and standard glass panes, are really broken in the Vibrant Visuals update. Nothing else does that. It's just standard glass. It pisses me off. Because like at night time especially, in daytime it's not too bad. Like they don't glow as noticeably. But when it hits nighttime it's really bad. So that is Gravity Falls done, other than these gates and all the 2 Ender Dragon heads. So this is now into the city. We have the Redstone store. Again, was owned by the person who was kicked. So this place has been desolate for a long time. I've thought about putting cobwebs in here, but I can't be bothered. This is the town library and museum. It's themed around the realm owner's granddad, who was in the military. So yeah, it was a World War II vet. So this is in here for that. And then I'd say the library down here. So let's head out. Then this is the train station, which is attached directly to it, which is connected down here to the other train station that was in Gravity Falls. This, for anyone who knows London at all, you will know what this is called. I know exactly what building it is. I can't remember what it's called. It's the one attached to Big Ben. I can't remember what it's called though. It might be called the House of Parliament, but I might be wrong. We use it as a court. So if anyone has ever broken a rule on the realm, this is where they end up. I've been in here several times. It's not fun. Which is why I put this here. Because I don't like that person. So I put his tiny pillock in here. But yeah, so I've been in this court a few times. Most of the time I end up in the boxing ring because of it, which is fun. You'll see that in a bit. So there's my office. Again, another Ender Dragon head, a lot of American flags. So yeah, just a basic office. I just threw it together. And then I think another realm map. This one is newer. There definitely is a couple builds missing. There's one missing here. All these trees are still here, which got rid of a while ago. There's a building missing here, which is that big one you saw in the sky. A lot of work over here is missing. Anyway, let's try and get out of here onto the main strip. Since as we're here, this is the fireworks shop. No one ever uses it because everyone just makes their own. But this is where we used to buy fireworks from. The guy who owned it, which was the realm owner, never fucking had any in stock, so I just gave up. This is Target. I turned it into a clay machine because I'm always in need of brick. It's a pain in the ass, so clay machine. This is the first restaurant that was ever built on the realm, Pizza Planet. And because it was one of the first, the interior is not great. All of these buildings that are on this main strip are fairly old. I can probably show you how old they are if it's still up here. I don't remember though. Yes, I know there's a lot of bells. This sign, whatever it says, is accurate. Yeah. Here is the first bell first chimed on the 26th of April 2019. So that shows how old this build is. And that's just this build. That's just this build. Like, there is builds. We had the realm open for like a good year and a bit before that. So that's 6 years. So you got to think it's quite old. This build over here, yes, we still haven't taken the Christmas decorations down. I can't be bothered. This build here was built a long ass time ago, but it was recently extended. It used to only be up to, I think, there or there, one of the two. We decided to extend it because we need more skyscrapers. Sugarcane farm, and then two automatic chicken farms, because why not? They still work. Not that we ever take the chicken out of it, because we normally just play on peaceful mode, because we care more about the way that the builds look than actually having lighting in them. So then they're onto the housing street. So we have the house from Life is Strange, Chloe's house. This was completely designed by me. I'd say most of the cities in most of the stuff in that main city was also designed by us. I can't think of anything else that wasn't. Let me just peek my head around and see if I can think of any. Nope, every single house on the street was designed by us except for Big Ben. Not the rest of the Parliament, just Big Ben. Big Ben was a tutorial for the tower from Fortnite that we extended. So again, this one completely designed by me completely, because I'm the only fan of Life is Strange on the realm. Another Ender Dragon head. Yeah, it's completely accurate. It took me way too damn long to design all this. Another Ender Dragon head. Another one of these really cool stovetops. Stairs. Still literally accurate. Another Ender Dragon head. And then the other bedroom. Yeah, it's all exactly accurate to the game, which is dope. Including the back garden. Which I got bored and needed materials, so this is in here. I am going to carry it on down all the way down because I have a plan for that. It's just when I can actually be bothered to work on it, because I'm always fucking mining mountains and shit for other projects, so mining just meaninglessly, I don't see the point when I could just mine in an area that I need to mine. This is the house from Rick and Morty, again. Fully accurate interior, brick scarrow. The only thing I haven't done is the bunker, because I can't be bothered. Kitchen, again with one of the stoves. Living room and dining room. Don't know where I can hear bees in here, maybe it's because the doors are open and the bees wandered in. Jerry's room, Rick's room. Let me go upstairs. Then we have Summer's room, Morty's room, and Beth and Jerry's room. I thought I could jump off the balcony. Guess I'm going all the way downstairs. Oh yeah, and then the back garden. This is where the bees are. I forgot I had a bee nest out here. Then here we have X Factor. Obviously we didn't care about the way the building looked, we just cared about how this looked. And it fully works. Like those levers down there control those lights, and then up here there's switches in here that control all of the lights and dim them in different orders. So that's cool. Then coming down here, you've got the British and the American flags, because I like American shit, my mate likes British shit. And then all the way down to Buckingham Palace. Obviously the owner of the realm's house, as you can guess. Remember that boxing ring I mentioned? So this is where that is. So that's, yeah, that's insane. Coming around here. I'm not going to show off every room because it's quite massive. Just going to show off the rooms that actually count to something. Another Ender Dragon head. So we've got this room, which is fucking dope, with like the holes down into different mines and caves underneath the dance floor. I thought it was cool. My mate actually likes going out clubbing. I don't, so we put this there. I don't know what's in this chest. And now I'm curious. It's meant to be a world tour, but I'm actually really curious on what the hell's in this. A bit of sand and lava. Great. That was a waste of time. Anyway. Oh yeah. And then this little window here, I don't remember why this is here. I think we just never closed it off. We just put the thing in and left it. This club was built on the weekend when the king had his coronation. So this was a decent bit after the Queen's passing, but not too much long after, to be honest. I need to fix that up. This is the stable, so Camel Friend, Dr. No No Don't Go, and Big John. We have the magic mushroom. We have the magic mushroom moo-moos, which are both called Wacky Shroom, and then just the random horses. Cool ass chandelier, as well as the big throne room that doesn't have a throne in it yet because we want to make that solid gold, and we already have one solid gold one. Big curtains, because why not? And then the study room with like design plans and stuff just sitting around. Yes, 2 skeleton heads. Oh yeah, and then there's the pandas. Forgot about these guys. We got Temp Name and Uwu. Because why not? No point in me showing anything else on the bottom floor because this is like a dining room and that's about it. This is the now accurate full world map. Yes, it's massive. We are well aware. It needs to be extended actually because we built a project up there. But yeah, so this is now the fully accurate world map. I updated not too long ago actually. It's my room in here, computer set up, random car. Oh yeah, and this. Which is meant to be the Fall Guys theme because why not? Empty room. The Realm Owner's room, which I think looks alright. I think this looks sick. That creep pep is a pain in the ass to get though. Gonna go there in a second. Small gold throne overlooking the boxing ring. And then the final room I'm gonna show off shall be the swimming pool, which is down here. Which I think looks sick as fuck, with the little like spa smoke room. It's kind of cool. Okay, I think where else am I missing that I haven't shown off in the city sector? Right. I need to go forward a couple streets. There's the Home Alone house, because why not? There's the Simpsons house, because why not? Both of these were designed by the Realm owner. None of the design was done by me, except for some interior stuff, but on the scale of this, it's kind of difficult to make an accurate room. Normally what I do if I'm designing a project or designing a building is I'll make the interior and then design the exterior around the interior, because I care more about if the interior looks good than the outside looks good. Unless I'm just building the outside, like this one. This one was designed by me. Has no interior, which is why the windows are blocked off with blue concrete and why the door just opens into nothingness. And this down here is the panda enclosure. It did look out onto grass until we put a building here. So, yeah. And then that is meant to be Franklin's house from GTA 5 Story Mode. Like his original house, his auntie's house. So, yeah. And then obviously behind Phineas and Ferb's house is a reference to when they built a monster truck out of the family saloon car. Because why not? This is a house from High on Life. The original plan was to build the fully accurate interior. And this was designed by me again. It's meant to be the island that they spawn in, and then like a big block of the alien society around it with like alien buildings. And like the person who got their legs chopped off. The big voids that you can fall into are just black concrete. The only real way to get out of them, this one brings you up into what was going to be the interior, and then you just have to kind of walk on whatever building was here. I don't remember what this was, it was just here. And you can come out the side door. But what ended up going in here is I ended up finding a zombie spawner. So I ended up using the interior to house an XP farm using said zombie spawner. So that's all that's in here. So yeah. Then there's one more building to show off in the city, which is the new project, which is Hogwarts. This is a project me and the Realm owner are working on, because there are a couple work in progress projects. As I say, the J Chamber still needs its interior done, because that is on my list. There's this one. It's going to take a long time. And there's 2 projects I haven't shown yet. So, yeah, I do need to work on those. So this one's cool. The roof is a bit small. I am going to change it at some point, but that's just whenever I can be bothered. It's not really a problem at the moment. Okay, now that the city has been done, let's move on to the next sector, which I call Little America, because every building in there is from the USA. First of all, Ghostbusters Firehouse, because why not? If I remember correctly, we may still have DJ Goat. We indeed do. Hello, Goat. Let's just place the furnaces back. Then this is the garage from SnowRunner. If you ever played that, this is the Michigan garage. I just thought it looked cool. So I built it. Built a big truck in here to hide the door so you wouldn't see how god awful and boring this interior is. It's like a basic desk, basic ass chest room, basic ass office. It's boring, but yeah, it was a quick build. I wanted to build it, so yeah, it's accurate. This is a project I don't even see why my mate even built it, to be honest, because he never finished it. It's the arcade from one of the COD games. I don't play much COD, so I don't recognise the map. Never even put an interior in it, he just left it empty. This here is the diner from Life is Strange. Completely accurate, even down to the bus stop signs. And the graffiti in the toilets. I just think this fucking building looks sick. Like, what the hell? I don't like how the quartz bricks look in this visual update, by the way. Like, they look good here where the light's not touching them, but here you can barely even see the gaps in the bricks. It just looks a bit strange when light hits it. But yeah, like, there's even like the correct graffiti in the bathrooms. Even this one. So yeah, I think that's cool. Drove me insane to get all this quartz though. You haven't seen much when it comes to quartz yet. So this is the this is Lester's Foundry from GTA 5 story mode, and technically online, but whatever. I think it looks absolutely fucking sick. This build, a set of YouTubers at one point decided to rebuild the entire of GTA 5 in Minecraft. they never finished the project and only got like 2/3 up the city before stopping the project. And luckily, this is one of the last, this is one of the sections of the project they did finish. So I decided to build it because I thought it looked fucking sick. So yeah, I thought it would be great to put in the just in the edge of the swamp, and I could put like an industrial area back here. This is my current project that I'm working on at the moment. It's going to be fucking tall, as you can tell. It's a lot of materials, which is why I've got all of this on me. So far, the only interior bit is the McDonald's I built, because why not? Tried to fix some issues that I felt we had with our store. One of those being that we don't have a dedicated area for delivery people. I like that when I see that in stores, because then the delivery people aren't just hanging around in the way. So I built the delivery people their own kind of like off to the side area. And then the customers have their own main counter. There's a big section up elevated that has seating, and there are a lot longer benches, so more people can like sit on the benches, and there's more room. There's a couple benches down here closer to the bathroom if you need to go to the bathroom. There's a couple single seaters and like the single seater ones here, and then there's a couple for Uber drivers if they just want to sit down and wait for their orders, and then there's a couple out near the windows. I think this is much better designed than our store anyway. Having the drink section just here, so the Uber drivers can see that you're just finishing up drinks and stuff, whereas customers don't have to see that. Who cares if Uber drivers see that? And then orders can go here, and you can sort out orders here. Obviously fry batch, meat batch, and obviously chicken batch. I didn't put in the big machine that puts the fries in because there's not enough room for that. And then manager's office, another 200 dragon heads. Yeah, I think it looks alright. Obviously, I've got a couple more floors to go. The plan is this is going to be one big hotel. So obviously this section down here isn't, but then this bit is going to be a hotel, and so is the above bit. And each floor is going to be a different theme. So it's going to be like a goth floor, a punk floor, a more feminine floor, and each floor is going to have like a different style and theme to all the rooms in it. So yeah. This is part of a building that used to be here, of which this sign explains. Here once laid a house owned by a retard. Please YouTube, don't strike me down for that. The person who owned a house here, I very much disliked and hated him. Ever since we stopped talking to him, I've been begging the realm owner to let me destroy the house. But the rule on the realm kind of is that we don't destroy houses because it's heritage of the realm, and like we don't destroy projects because we don't need to. We can just expand. If we have an issue, if something's in the way, who cares? Just build it. Just build your project somewhere else. But I really hated this building, and I'd wanted to get rid of it for ages. And the deal was, if I got him that creeper head, that he would let me that he would give me like 2 stacks of diamond blocks. And I changed the plans, and I said to him, okay, I got a better plan. I don't want diamonds, I've already got them. If I get you a creeper head, I get to blow up that house, and I get building permissions to build whatever I want, whenever I want, as long as I check up with location of it first. So I have permission to just build whatever the fuck I want, and was able to blow that house up. But the fire pit has been left, and I'm going to turn this into a big park, and then I'm going to put a statue in the middle of this because it just sounds cool. This here is Dupin Schmerz Evil Incorporated, obviously. It's cool from Phineas and Ferb, because why not? This is the Stark Tower from Iron Man, all the Avengers movies. I'm only going to show off my floor and my mate's floor, because All the other floors just like dining hall, spa, entrance hall. So this is mine. Another Ender Dragon head. A very out of... actually, it's not that out of date. It is out of date, but it's not that out of date. It's a quite out of date map of the realm. My own auto shop where I'd fly a DeLorean in here and just park it in the building because it's a Stark Tower. You'd have the tech for that. Pool table, bedroom, bathroom. It's fairly simple. I can't be bothered to use the elevator because it's a shitty water elevator. So I'm just going to hop up the rail. This is the realm owner's house. Another Ender Dragon head. Yeah, let's call it pink. Yeah. Now you can see we've actually like put lights on the really tall buildings, so they can be seen by the planes that would come over. My mate's RAF, so he really cares about that kind of shit. And there's lights on that one as well. Yeah, that's just there temporarily because it's my way of making concrete for that. So yeah, and then there's Wally down here. Don't really need to show him, but I will because why not? Wally. And yeah, so that was Little America. We have just a couple areas left. This is the original design for the Millennium Falcon that the realm owner designed. I told him it was absolutely shit, found him that design and built that one instead because, yeah. This is going to be where the docks is going to be when I can be bothered to build it. Felt it made sense because we have this massive ass RAF fucking can't remember what this is called, to the air carrier ships, and then we have the statue of Villager because why not? What else? We have the mining building because, yeah, again, why not? It's just here. This was also owned by the guy who got kicked, so I'm not going to dwindle on that for too much time. This project up here is a work in progress for my brother. It's the house from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. My brother just decided to build it because why not? He doesn't really come on much, so it hasn't had much work done. Then we have the airport. We're now moving into an area that I've dubbed Arcadia Bay. You'll see why in a second. So we have my hangar. It's a massive ass hangar, and then we have my mate's hangar, which is like an RAF military style, like bunker. It's got like the grass over top, so you can't see it from a distance. And then the control tower, which in my opinion looks like a big penis, but hey ho. And then the Peter Rabbit house, because why not? No point in me even looking in the interior. It's just like a dog shit interior we threw in there for fun. This is where the Quidditch pitch from Harry Potter is going to end up when I can be bothered to completely flatten it out and build that fucking massive project. This is why this area is called Arcadia Bay. This is Blackwell Academy from Life is Strange. I haven't fully decked out every bit of the interior, but a lot of it is done. For example, I haven't done Wells' room. It's just a pool. I couldn't be bothered. But like, all the signs are up on the walls. There's stuff exactly where it should be. In the women's room, there's even the graffiti on all the walls again. Rachel Amber is a B. I hate Victoria Chase. Yeah, everything is in here and accounted for. And then the men's bathroom just has stuff on the floor and stuff ripped off the walls. Going this way, we have the science lab. The original design that I made for this did call for netherite blocks here. Obviously, I wasn't doing that, so I swapped them because that would have driven me mentally insane. And then this is the photography class. So sick. I almost died. Then down this way we have the drama studio from before the storm. Because again, why not? It's my favourite out of all the Life is Strange games, so I had to give a little nod to it. And then here is the dining room, where a fox is having some tweet. Hey. Then might as well go upstairs because there's no other rooms on the bottom floor that is actually filled, and there's only one room on this floor that is, which is this one. This is the interior to one of the lecture halls at my uni, because why not? And then that is the interior of this section done, because none of the other classrooms we ever see, so I didn't see the point in building them. Because I was just trying to make it movie accurate. I'm not going to show this whole area of the bathrooms, but I will just like do a walk-through kind of thing, just to get to the swimming pool, which I think this room looks sick. It took me way too damn long to build, but it looks sick. Yeah, I'm just going to go out the back entrance because it's quicker, and because the parking lot's here. And then just move my screen recording software, and he's moving fireworks. There we go. This is the dormitories. I haven't done any of the bedrooms in here beside Max's, which is that bedroom up there. All the rest of them are empty, so I don't see the point in me showing it off, since it's literally all of them are empty except for that one. So. But it is cool, and it is like fully interiored otherwise. This is the project I've been working on for about 4 years. This parking lot is ridiculous. And so is the whole build. I am just going to show off this entire build because it is extensive and I think it's dope. So walking through the front, this is, if anyone wondering, it's Security Breach. It's the Pizzaplex from Security Breach. So this is the lobby. This lobby, so the parking lot took me about 1.5 years. The lobby took me, I think, 7 months. I may be mistaken, but I think 7 months. Okay, sorry about that. The recording crashed because I ran out of space. So yeah, this is the Lost and Found, where my doggos are here. Which, this is my real life doggo. Hello. I pressed the wrong button. I'm going to give you bacon now. I'm very, very sorry. Where is... Did I change the fucking keybinds? I remember changing the keybinds. I can't pick block anymore. Something strange about my keybinds. I'll have to look into that in a sec. Oh yeah, three more Ender Dragon heads are in here, by the way. Forgot to mention that. Then we continue up here. The problem with this project is because there's no sunlight coming in here, the vibrant visuals just make it all look a bit drab. Which is quite sad. And I don't like how the concrete looks now, because the concrete shows its texture more now. When the light bounces off of it, and it looks a bit funky. I preferred when the concrete was a lot more of like a blank color. And plus, why can't I see the clouds in the glass when I'm indoors? That's also very strange. Skeleton skull. I think I saw another one up there. Because it looks like it's all made out of concrete powder, but it's not. It's made out of concrete. All of this is concrete, which is why it looks just strange to me, and I'm not a big fan of it. Like, look at how it looks up in that corner, where it's like a deep black, and like deep red compared to like this. Like, it looks so much better in the dark than it does in the light, which makes me want to just take a ton of the lighting out, because I like vibrant visuals, I do, but this looks a lot better than this. It's the same material, but that looks crap and that looks amazing. It just, it ticks me off a little bit in some aspects. Again, like, that looks really good. That looks like shit. Look at how good this roof looks until you get to that corner where it shows all the texture. This is all meant to just be black, and I wanted it just to be jet black, and now it's just like, it's as if there's a film grain over it. Anyway, this is cool. Another 2 skeleton heads. I'm going to stop ranting about the fucking visual change. Then we continue up here. I'm just going to check because it stopped overlaying my recording software. Okay, so it is still recording. I was just worried. This is the overview. It's sick. I'm going to go over here first. So this is the entrance into laser tag. I haven't built laser tag yet. I haven't built any of the off sections on this floor yet. So laser tag is going to be through there, but this is the entrance into it. See, this is when vibrant visuals looks good. When you've got a ton of lighting in an area and you're not using too much concrete, it looks really good. Like, concrete powder as well looks really good. Like, because it's matte, it's not meant to shine, so it doesn't. But like, there are some areas, like over here, look at how deep of a grey that was meant to be. It looks like it's light grey. This is light grey. It looks like cyan terracotta. I hate it. Anyway, coming through here again with like the horrible looking concrete compared to this. When you get into the darker areas, like dark, amazing, light, ew. The concrete pisses me off a bit. What is the one thing that I hate about this? And I use concrete a lot, but I love the rest of it. It makes me contemplate turning it off for a bit and just seeing how it looks. Yeah, this area is pretty cool too. This is the entrance into the raceway. Might as well just hop down here, because then I can walk through this tunnel to get out. And yeah, all overview is pretty cool. Then coming over to here, we have Monty Golf and the daycare. So, daycare, pretty cool looking. I quite like this area. And then coming back up and over to here, we have Monty Golf. which is the entrance into the golfing area. Again, I think it looks pretty cool. And then we have the entrance into Chica's Pie World. By the way, anytime you see a glass roof, it shows more why this whole, like, the white part of the glass being so fucking shiny pisses me off. Because I use a lot of glass. But also, I dislike it because you can't see what is actually above it. Above all of this glass is fucking obsidian. Same with the glass that was in the roof of this section. And the glass that is in the roof of this next section here, which is the golfing area. All underneath this is obsidian, but you can barely see it. It's annoying. Anyway, so we got the arcade section, which I think looks pretty decent. Like, they do look like arcade machines, so it's good. This is, I think, my favourite section of the whole piece, of the whole plex so far. Like, this area just looks really good. It might just be that I've got bias because this area probably took me the shortest and it was like the quickest to get out, even though it used a ton of materials. I think I did this in like a couple weeks, but I love the way it looks. It looks so good. I really like this area. Anyway, oh yeah, and I should probably also mention this bathroom is made out of fucking copper before the trial chambers were released, so I had to go and get all that copper myself. Not fun. Chica's Party World. Not going to show off the puzzle thing because it doesn't work, it's just a room with blocks in it. But yeah, that's good. And then the last section for me to show off that actually has any significance that I've done is in here. So we have Il Chips here, then carrying on through here into the arcade, which is fully finished. This is one of the first sections I did of the upper arcade. Again, more copper before the trial chambers were released. Comes all the way around. I'm just going to sprint through it because it's a very long area and I've already been on this for a very long time. Straight into the office. Fully furnished. This comes back into the arcade, and then this door brings you out into the price counter, which again shows why I don't like this concrete powder. It looks kind of okay here and it looks kind of okay in some areas, but the second that light splashes in, it looks like this. This, good. This, bad. And you can see the difference. It pisses, it drives me up the wall, literally, because it's a wall. The view down here is amazing with this on though. Like, with how much those stairs glow now, I do really like this view. It's sick. And then coming around here, we have the final bit of the Pizzaplex, which is the roof that I've done so far anyway. And yeah, and if you're wondering, yes, this is all deep slate. Wonder where I got the deep slate from. that would be here. Yeah, and it goes way further. It's just that you can't see because you can't see the walls. Yeah, I just got fed up with placing torches. So yeah, that took a while. Anyway, that is the end of the tour. So I'm gonna leave that here. Hope you enjoyed the tour, and I shall see you in the next video when I can be bothered to post. See ya.